Hey guys, it's your boy J2O, and today we are going to be talking about football. It's not going to be a PES video. Obviously, I'm a massive football fan, but I support Chelsea. So today we're going to be doing a Atletico Madrid versus a Chelsea preview. And man, obviously this is a massive game for us. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be a tough game. I think, as you know, Thomas Tuchel done his press conference earlier today, and he announced that Thiago Silva is not available, but Pulisic and Havertz have travelled, which is a good sign. And for Atletico Madrid, correct me if I'm wrong, but they have got, I think Carrasco's out, Jimenez is out, and another player's out. So we'll see how the match goes, because it's going to be an interesting affair. Tuchel versus Jimenez, sorry. Tuchel versus Diego Simeone. It's going to be an interesting tactical battle. So yeah, let's get right into this. So guys, I'm going to do two different lineups. The first one I'm going to do is what I think Thomas Tuchel's going to go with, and then the second lineup I'm going to go with is what I want. Personally, what I would like, in my opinion. So let's get straight into it. In goal, Edouard Mendy. Too easy. Kepa. I know recently, in the games he recently played, he's done alright, to be fair. But I think we all know why he played, if we're being honest. But Mendy's the number one, so let's just move on straight away. A back three of, I'm going to put Rudiger on the left-hand side of the back three. That's pretty easy. And let me just touch on Rudiger for a second, right? I know everyone gets onto this guy because he had a poor season last season, and I get that. And recently I've seen on other channels they'd rather see Christensen just because he's performed for a couple games well, if you know what I mean. And it's like, everyone was literally saying on the Lampard, before Rudiger came back from his injury, oh, Rudiger is our best centre-back. Oh, comes back from an injury, by the way, which takes time for, players to sort of get back to their normal selves. And Rudiger had a poor season, but it seems everyone forgets. Everyone thinks he's now not a good footballer. And people are now thinking Christensen's better. Look, I'm on the Rudiger propaganda. I don't care what anybody tells me. I rate the brother. He's, for me, third best centre-back at the club, at least, in my opinion. But look, anyway, in the middle of the back three, obviously, as I said before, Thiago Silva is not available, unfortunately. So we're going to have to go with Christensen. I feel like in the middle of a back three, as much as I actually don't rate Christensen as a player, in the middle of a back three, he's actually really good, to be fair. His awareness, his positioning is really good. So I'll put him in. Right-sided centre-back, I'll put Aspilicueta in. Captain, obviously, very intelligent player as well. So I feel like that's the right decision. And then right wing back, I think he's going to go with Reece James. And left wing back, he's going to go with Alonso. Now, Alonso, right. Let me just get into Alonso first, right. This guy, I'm sorry, at left wing back, everyone, look, okay, fine. He's good, fine. But, is he, though? Is he really that good, though? Because I saw him, I don't know if you guys saw him against Southampton. He was shocking. Nobody talked about him in that game. He was probably the worst player on the pitch. Every time we went on that left-hand side of the field, he just slowed us down massively. He didn't help Timo Werner at all, in none of the sense. So, I don't rate him at all. He tries to offer a goal threat, but he's not even offering a goal threat at the moment. So why would I want him in the team for then? His aerial ability, and that's it. I'd rather probably have, I don't know, a Ben Chilwell in there or something. But I think he's going to go with Alonso. And with Reece James at right wing back. Now, on Reece James, I feel like people have been harsh on Reece James, saying that he can't do it at right wing back at the moment. And everyone criticised his performance against Southampton, but I wouldn't say he was poor against Southampton because it was him. I feel like he was poor against Southampton because of Southampton themselves. I think what Southampton did tactically in that game was they nullified the right-hand side, because they know on the right-hand side, that's our build-up play. We want to get combination plays going between there. We put the ball in the box, and then an Alonso or a Timo Werner on the left hand side finishes it off. That's why yesterday we could barely play on the right hand side of the field. Like, they nullified Reece James completely. He couldn't put crosses in as normal. That's why most of the game we played on the left hand side of the field, in which Alonso and Timo Werner build-up play-wise ain't as good as Mason Mount and Reece James, if you know what I mean. So I feel like people need to cut Reece James some slack. I feel like tactically teams are finding out how to nullify him. And at the moment, it's sort of up to Thomas Tuchel and Reece James himself to find ways to, get out of that, if you know what I mean. But, yeah, I think those are going to be the two wing backs I think Thomas goes with. Midfield, I think he's going to go with Jorginho Kovacic. Obviously, in terms of Jorginho Kovacic and Kante, the best partnership is obviously Jorginho and Kovacic. They understand each other really well. The chemistry's there. With Kante, it's the case of, with Kovacic, they're both box-to-box midfielders. Neither don't sit back consistently. They both like to go forward. They're both really good on the ball and stuff like that. With Jorginho, it's like, Jorginho, at least he sits back, whether he's with Kovacic or Kante, because those two can go forward and maybe contribute in attack. Kante a bit more than Kovacic, but you know what I mean. So for the balance and the chemistry, and for the sake of what we have, the personnel we have in the team at the moment, I feel like Jorginho and Kovacic is what Thomas is going to go with. So, yeah, we move on to the front three, or sort of like a number 10, sort of, or like a false 9 type with two number 9s or 2 10s, if you know what I mean. So Mason Mount's going to go in that false 9 position. I think Timo Werner is going to go on the left and Hudson-Odoi on the right-hand side. Just because against Tottenham, in the big game like that, he done that. And tactically, he got Mason Mount to sort of drop deep. And then you'd see Timo Werner from the left-hand side make runs in behind Tottenham's defence. So I feel like that could happen again. The fact that they don't have Jimenez, I mean, yeah, they're not going to know what to do in terms of, there's no focal point for them to actually mark. Because, the front three at times will be fluid. I feel like at times in that game, in the Tottenham game, you did see Timo Werner drift to the right, Hudson-Odoi to the left at times. So I feel like that's going to be the 3 that he will go with. And let me just run you through the team that I think Thomas Tuchel is going to go with, just to remind you. Mendy in goal, Rudiger at left-sided centre-back, Christensen, Azpilicueta, Reece James, Marcos Alonso, Kovacic and Jorginho in midfield, Mount in a false 9 with Timo Werner and Hudson-Odoi taking the 2 number 10s. And let's get into what I want in the game tomorrow. Okay, guys, so the team that me personally, what I want, my preferred 11 for this game. Obviously, Mendy in goal, non-explanatory, easy one. Rudiger left-sided centre-back, Christensen in the middle, and Aspi right-sided centre-back. Calm with me. In terms of now the 4 in front of them, I'm going to go Reece James right wing back. I've already had my thoughts on him. People, I think, are a bit too harsh on him. I think he can do right wing back pretty good. And tactically, for what I want, it works out. So, yeah. And obviously, at left wing back, you know what? I actually want Callum Hudson-Odoi to be the left wing back for this game. Because, think about it, right? Emerson, at the moment, ain't getting used at all in the league. He played an FA Cup game, but meaningless game in terms of the opposition, even though it was actually a tough game. Marcos Alonso, I'm sorry, left wing back. It's his best position, but for me, he doesn't offer us anything than a goal threat. And at the moment, he's not even offering us that. He's not even offering us a goal threat. So what's the point of him being in the team? And Ben Chilwell at left wing back, it's a position that's new to him. I've seen him play for England sometimes, but I feel like it's a position he needs to get used to. So I'll give Ben Chilwell time with that position over a time period. I feel like, yeah, he will use that position and make it his own. If we play 3 at the back from this game onwards onto next season, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to go with Hudson-Odoi at left wing back because, what I said about the 3 of the left backs. And also, Callum's shown he can play wing back as well. When Do you remember the Wolves game when Pulisic came on and he moved Hudson-Odoi to left wing back and Pulisic went up right wing back, and Hudson-Odoi left wing back for like what, the last 10-15 minutes? He was really good, like, and I feel like he's a player that can adapt to what the manager wants in terms of he's good with he can use his left foot, he can use his right foot. It's one of those ones where he can maybe, as he goes forward with the ball at left wing back, he can cut inside, maybe put a cross in. I think he can use his left foot to an extent really well, in my opinion. So I feel like why not take a chance on that? I mean, I think for Atletico Madrid, I think I've seen. I don't know who normally their right wing back is. I think it was normally Trippier, but he's got a 10-week ban. But anyways, so for me, I'm having Hudson-Odoi as a left wing back, and then in the double pivot for me, Kante's got to be in this team, simply because I think Jorginho and Kovacic tomorrow, if they were to play together, I feel like they're gonna get bullied. This is not in terms of Burnley. They did well, I think, because obviously new manager, all of that bounce, they're gonna perform well for him. But the quality of Burnley ain't that good. Let's be serious here. The physicality is there. What Atletico Madrid have is not only the physicality, but the quality. They're gonna play Saul and Koke tomorrow. Bro, I'm not trying to see those two absolutely dominate Kova and Jorginho. And behind them is probably gonna be who? Lucas Torreira or Kondogbia or someone like that. So it's gonna be one of those two. So in my opinion, I want to see Kante and Jorginho in the midfield pivot, just because Kante can go forward, roam around the pitch. He can win balls, he's energy, he can run for 90 minutes. And I feel like that's going to be massive for us tomorrow. And with Jorginho, he can stay back a bit. You know, he can sit. And that was my issue with Kante and Kovacic. They would be my ideal too, but in terms of the context behind it, like on paper, Kante and Kovacic, wow, I mean, mate, yeah, for their qualities that's really good, but in terms of when you've actually seen it, it doesn't work. So for me, Jorginho and Kante is the next best partnership in terms of out of like Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic. And then the front three, right, for me now, Jimenez is not available for Atletico Madrid, and for me this is massive, this is huge. So in my opinion, I think what we should do is we should go for Olivier Giroud up top to hold up the ball, and then the guys who are going to bring him in, Hudson-Odoi and Timo Werner. Hudson-Odoi, I feel like with Thomas, him and Thomas are good now. Like, I think what happened in the Southampton game, in my opinion, wasn't a big deal, so I'm not going to take that seriously. So for me, Callum plays tomorrow as a right 10, Oli Giroud up top, and Timo Werner as the left-sided striker. To be honest, I wouldn't have probably put him in for Southampton if Pulisic weren't injured, because I would have played Pulisic in the Southampton game. Luckily, Pulisic's back, can be on the bench, maybe come on, make an impact in the game. So yeah, that would sort of be my preferred 11. Let me tell you through it once again. Mendy in goal, Rudiger, Christensen, Azpilicueta as captain, right wing back Reece James, Hudson-Odoi left wing back, Kante and Jorginho in midfield with Timo Werner and Hudson-Odoi sort of 10s, and Olivier Giroud up top, because I think he's going to bully them defenders, in my opinion, hold up the ball, bring the players in, aerial presence as well, and yeah, that's my preferred. And obviously, the last section of this video is going to be my score prediction. Now, to be honest with you guys, overall, if I'm being honest, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. And to be honest, I would take that personally, because like, I do think this is an Atletico Madrid team that have Suarez. João Felix is back, but I'm not sure if he's going to start. If he does start, I'm not going to get worried, just because he came back from COVID recently. And we also saw with Kai Havertz that it doesn't take a snap of a finger to come back easily and just perform again. So I feel like it's going to take João Felix a while to come back. I just feel like the injuries of Carrasco and Jimenez are massive, because they've been two very, very important players for Atletico Madrid this season, especially Carrasco. I think he's been one of their best players. I've seen Atletico Madrid a couple times this season, so yeah, that's going to be huge for them. But yeah, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I feel like it's going to be... It could be a 0-0, to be honest. It actually could be. It could be a ball fest. I wouldn't be surprised, but 1-1 draw. I think we'll take that back to Stamford Bridge. And I hope we win, though. Like, don't get it twisted, but it's going to be a very hard game. The tactical... I'm going to mainly look at, like, the tactical plans of both teams and see how they could nullify each other out, because this game, I think, for me, is the most interesting tie of the round of 16 in terms of tactically. Like, in terms of entertainment, Sevilla Dortmund was always going to be the most entertaining one, because it's the one where you don't know who's going to go through, even though it's probably likely going to be Dortmund now. But yeah, 1-1 draw, and we just see what happens tomorrow. Anyway, guys, this will conclude the end of this video. I hope you really enjoyed that. Obviously, I'm not only going to be doing like videos around games like PES and stuff, but you know, I want to do different brands of content. You know, I want to obviously do my gaming, but at the same time I want to talk about football, because I'm a massive football fan, and like a lot of the time my opinions just go to the slide because nobody hears them, and I want them to be voiced out on YouTube as well. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure you like, comment what you thought on my two different lineups, and what you thought about my explanations of both teams, both lineups, and comment on what you thought. Yeah, like I just said, like the video, subscribe, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one tomorrow when I do my review. Peace.